E3 hype train cometh, fueled by games both big and small. Here's one we've got our eyes on, and you should too. Deep Down is Capcom's PlayStation 4 exclusive dungeon romp with multiplayer functions and a futuristic story that betrays its medieval look.
Why are we following him anyway?
Let's find this bloody third gate.
Deep Down was second only to the PlayStation 4 itself at the hardware reveal. The magnificent trailer with its bewildering outro and the introduction of a brand new engine, Pantaray, is the sort of whirlwind that starts religions, wars, and long-lasting friendships. There's a promise of a gritty dungeon dive that would make Weta Digital blink. Deep Down sat out E3 last year, but was shown, played, and even streamed at the Tokyo Game Show. Our outlook dropped from the second coming of Dragon's Dogma by way of Dark Souls to Monster Hunter with a higher poly count. The co-op boss battles showed some progress, but the meandering through the dark, random hallways left us feeling cold. We're bullish that Deep Down is going to come stateside. Capcom is dealing with some financial issues with Resident Evil and DMC underselling, but they need to get into this generation. Capcom will likely be bringing the game to E3, but we don't expect it to make it onto Sony's stage again, except maybe in a montage. The game's obviously playable, as TGS has shown, so another high-end trailer could backfire at this point. Here's hoping a localized demo will shed light on the dark of Deep Down. Despite what it may look like, Deep Down takes place in New York City in the year 2094. By touching artifacts and the like, you'll access ancient memories. You know, when NYC had dragons and stuff. We're counting down the days to the Electronic Entertainment Expo with 30 games in 30 days, culminating in our own top 10 anticipated games of E3 on June 6th. Rest up over the weekend and then come back to GameTrailers on the 9th for all the press conferences, trailers, and announcements, along with exclusive demos and interviews on our all-access stage.
So, if you could convince Ryan to hire me, I can finally go to E3. And you know, that's always been my dream. I love E3.
Who are you?
Buttons.